Hello, we are live. Um, if you're a regular watcher of this channel, Brody B's Books, you may notice that this is the first time seeing my face. And there's a reason for this, and the reason is that I am a coward. I am a coward, and I shall explain. You see, up until this particular point in time, I've only been using my voice because I previously worked in radio and I've done like podcasting and I've done some voice work and recorded adverts and things. And people can't see you when it's just your voice, and they're not judging you on how you look, on your appearance. If you could be bothered to pluck your eyebrows, which I can never be bothered to do, or if you've done like the 17 different eyeshadows using like 10 different brushes. I don't understand how eyeshadow is supposed to be applied anymore. You used to just use a sponge tip thing, and you have to have so many brushes now. And Kylie Jenner's brushes are $360, which is insane. Um, Back on track. Yeah, so um, I've never been a highly confident person in my appearance, but that's changing now. I'm in a good place. I've struggled with mental health for a really long time since I was a teenager, um, and I'm not going to say like my diagnosis, but I am on medication, and I am now on excuse me, I am now on like stable medication. I've been on medication for like a couple of years now, so I've got used to it. I'm on a high dosage. I did try and come down a few months ago, and then I had a freak out, so I was like, don't do that, that's stupid. So I'm sort of in a good place now, and I'm feeling more confident in myself and who I am and things what I say. And I thought, you enjoy making these videos, and yes, I am still having the stupid problem. I don't know how to fix the comments. I don't know how. I've actually spoken to YouTube, and I still don't know how I'm supposed to do it. I've like manually gone in and gone, let them write things, and then it's gone no. So help somehow. Um, anyway, yes. So and this was a bad idea. By the way, apologies for the noise. I've got a fan on because it's very hot, even though it's gone 3 a.m. It's gone 3 a.m., but it's about 25, 26 degrees in my house, so I've got a fan. Okay, just deal with it. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. Right. So my point. Yeah, so I've decided that, like, if I really do actually want to just, like, push on with this YouTube thing, I've got to stop being, what I believe the Latin term is, cowardy custard, and actually sort of commit myself to trying this, and then if it fails, it fails, but at least I tried, because for many years I've been afraid to try things, and I've let it hold me back. And my dad died a couple of years ago. He had a brain tumour, and we cared for him at home, and he died at home in this room that I am sat in, which is why I have a lot of teddy bears in the room now, because it makes me happy, and somewhat aids the memories of my dad dying in our living room. So it sucked. It really sucked. It did. And I didn't get on that well with my dad. I was always arguing with him, and it still sucked, even though we didn't get on. So that was hard to deal with, which is why I really identified with that episode from BoJack Horseman in the last season. the funeral one. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil it. So yes, because I've been like a coward, I've not really sort of thrown myself into things like 100%, because I've not wanted to show myself, because if it failed, then people would know who I was, and they'd know that it had failed. But my dad, when he died, his regrets were all the things he never did and never tried. Like, he never bought a Harley Davidson, and he wanted a Harley Davidson. I wanted a Vincent because, like, they're better bikes, but I was outvoted. He never got to see some of his favourite bands play. Like, he was a really big rock fan, and he did get to see some of them, like AC/DC, or Akadaka, as my dad would call them. He was a huge fan of Blackfoot, UFO, the Scorpions, like all the old school. Like, he was a rock dad. He was a cool rock dad. He had long hair and he played an electric guitar and he drove a motorbike. And his biggest regret was he never bought a Harley Davidson, which is mental. But like, he had other regrets too, I think. But like, that was the only one that he would talk about. And like, I've been wanting to put myself out there and to try the whole voice thing and try the YouTube thing a bit more. The phone randomly just got faster and I didn't turn it off. Yes, to try the whole, like, I'm doing videos and showing myself on camera, which is terrifying because you're opening yourself up to the entire world. The entire world watches YouTube. And I now have 50,000 subscribers on this channel. 50,000 people potentially could watch this because it comes up in their subscriptions. That's mental. So yeah, it's, on the one hand, it is a lot of pressure for somebody who has struggled with mental health in the past. But on the other, if I never gave it a go, or I've been given this opportunity, I've got a channel, it's got a shitload of swearing, it's got a lot of subscribers, and if I don't give it a proper go, then how many times am I going to wonder in like 10 years, like, what if you had been brave? And it might fall flat, completely flat. But thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick Willis. I want to actually, and you have the Black Widows, don't you? Nick Willis just left a comment. Nick Willis, DC Tarantulas, please check his channel out. He had the Black Widows. They were so cute. They were little ones, and I really wanted one, but he lives in America, so that would be hard. Anyway, I apologise for talking fast. This is a feature of the area that I live in. We're fast talkers. We're in northeast, very far north, east, very far. Does this reverse? I don't know. Yep, that's Nick. Check him out. I like his channel. So yes, so here I am now. I'm going to start pushing myself on camera, and I'm going to be a bit more like open to things. So I have an Instagram. I've been trying out this Instagram. It is not spider related. I did actually make a Brody Bees Bugs Instagram, and then I haven't taken any photos because I'm useless, but yes, so there is a Brody Bees Bugs Instagram, and the other one though that I have been uploading pictures to is called Colourblind Beauty, because you may observe, I'm wearing lipstick. I am a lipstick addict. When I'm not spending money on tarantulas, I'm spending money on lipstick. I bought this lipstick because it was on sale, right? It was on sale for £1.30, but normally these lipsticks are like £32 for one lipstick. I didn't even like the shade. I was just like, this is a really expensive brand and I can get one for £1.30, so I'm going to buy it. So yeah, lipstick addict. And I'd like to start collecting some revenue for these videos to pay for my lipstick and tarantula addiction. So yes, my Instagram, if you're interested at all in lipstick, at Colourblind Beauty, British spelling with a U, on Instagram, and you can see pictures mostly of my lips. And yes, I'm aware I have a huge tooth gap. I do not care. I actually quite like my tooth gap. I actually quite like tooth gaps in general. Arnold Schwarzenegger has one. Madonna has one. Robert Downey Jr. had one. Oh my god. Like, I so preferred him with a tooth gap. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like Robert Downey Jr. I am not blind. But, you know, when he had the tooth gap, I don't know, there was something about it. I just like it. So yeah, I don't care that I have a tooth gap. But I don't open my lips because I know some people don't like that. I mean, it's just a lipstick swatch thing really, and some eyeshadows, but I can't really do eyeshadows very well. But anyway, I'm going off topic. So one of my favourite tarantulas molted, and I'm sorry, I'm getting used to like where to look at the camera. This is Olivia. This is my, let's get that, oh there we go. She is a Seriocosmus parismalisi, a Bolivian dwarf beauty, so that's why she's called Olivia, because she's from Bolivia. Olivia. Bolivia. She was one of the first tarantulas I got. She was from Portsmouth Tarantulas, and when I got her, she was so wee. She was so wee that actually I'd put her in one of these enclosures and she escaped from it like 3 or 4 times before I actually realised she was escaping from it because she was too small to go in one of these enclosures. So yeah, I felt stupid. But she molted last night, and she's getting bigger. She's getting bigger. I'm not sure how big these get. These are dwarf species. So, yeah, I'm really excited that she's getting bigger. I'm going to have to take like a molt. I keep all of the molts because I'm an obsessive parent. And, yeah, I'm going to have to see how much she's grown in comparison to how big she is now. She's grown huge. She's so huge. She was so wee. So wee when I got her. I'm allowed to do a Scottish accent, right, because last Black Friday I bought an ancestry.co.uk, and I sent off my spit to Ireland where they process it, and it came back and it told me that I was 33% Scottish. Oh yeah, 33% Scottish and 4% Norwegian. So, you know, from the fjords. Like little bit Viking is what I interpreted it as, and then you know it was Scottish, and then you English bastards came. No, I will not do that. That'll just get me in trouble. Don't let me do accents. I get carried away. Anyway, this is Sid and Nancy, my Madagascar hissing cockroaches. If you didn't hear that because I had a tarantula box in front of my face, I'll say it again. Sid and Nancy, my Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Look at them. Look at them. Nancy is the big one. This is their new enclosure. They were being kept in one of my cricket tubs because these were present from lovely, go subscribe to her channel, Tanya's Teas. Love her channel. I'm sorry I've not been commenting. I've had terrible, I need lip balm. I've had terrible anxiety, and just like sometimes I need to step back, but I have been watching. I just haven't been commenting, and I apologise. But yes, so please go subscribe to my friend's channel. These were a gift from her because I couldn't go to the BTS and she couldn't go to the Northern Invert show, so I sent her a present from the Northern Invert show. She sent me a present from the BTS, and she sent me these Madagascar hissing cockroaches, and she sent me these even though she knew that cockroaches really freak me out and I find them terrifying. But actually I've had them for a while now and they're really growing on me. Just these ones. Please don't start sending me more cockroaches. I'm fine. These two, I like these two. These are my friends. They're called Sid and Nancy. Yeah, so they'd been in a cricket box, which wasn't the best setup for them, but you know, like, I don't drive, and I don't live near a pet shop that has the supplies, so my choices are order things from internet, or like get somebody to drive me to the big pet shop that's like in an out of town retail park. So they made do, and now they're in a proper enclosure. is the point I was trying to make. And I felt really bad because I was having to like clean out their enclosure every few days because like rotten fruit and the paper, I didn't have enough substrate to make a new box up. So now I'm glad they're in a better enclosure. I'm going to get them a better piece of like cork bark to hide under. But they've got 2 water bowls, his and hers, and they've got this little bowl of apples which I've put in water, and that seems to have held off the apples going brown. So that might be a life hack for your cockroaches. If they do breed, I am planning on feeding the babies to the scorpion. Like I might get a little colony going, but like, you know, the excess babies and that, and like I've got the little baby scorpion and it's very tiny, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to feed it yet. I'm probably going to have to go get pinhead crickets. I really don't want fruit flies again. Fruit flies just do my head in. Oh, this is fun. You know, you get the skin beetles, the thermisted beetles, in your cricket tubs. They've been breeding, and I've got loads of them. Luckily, I've got a friend who raises carnivorous plants, so her plants are going to get a good feeding. So the other topic of this video was physical health, and the reason I bring that up is because I'm disabled, and it's a bit weird saying it because I've said it jokingly quite a few times, but I'm actually starting to take it a bit more seriously that I am actually disabled now, and it's very strange. Like I had a slip and fall accident a few years ago, and it was the year that my dad was dying, and I cracked and chipped 3 vertebrae in my spine, which was not fun. Now the thing is, I was a dancer for 16 years, a competition dancer, and I have a very weird body shape, which means all of my fat is on my tummy, but I have quite skinny arms and legs compared to the tum-tum area, so like, I'm an apple shape. And I think that is because I was a dancer for so long, like my arms and legs are in really good condition still, for some reason, some sort of muscle memory thing. Anyway, yeah, so I was a dancer for a very long time, and when my dad was ill, we had our bath ripped out, and we had a shower put in. So I'd had baths all my life. I've always had baths. I hate showers, and what happened was that I was supposed to be fine again after about 3 months, but I was not getting better, and I was getting worse. Like the initial pain of the bones breaking had lessened, but there was a lot of residual pain. So I went and got some x-rays done, and what they told me was basically that I have arthritis all over my body, all over. Probably brought on early onset because I was a dancer, so that's why I've got it in my spine, my knees and my hips and my fingly dinglies and my neck, and I don't think I have it in my shoulders or my elbows yet. I do have a touch in the wrists and the ankles, not my toes. I also have cubital tunnel syndrome. If you have carpal tunnel syndrome, it affects this side of your hand. If you have cubital tunnel syndrome, it affects this side of your hand. It's in this hand, and basically it makes this side of my hand go a bit numb, and that's also to do with, it's like repetitive strain. It's to do with dancing as well. So I've wrecked, totally wrecked my body. And what the doctors said was that because I'd been having baths all my life, like long sucks, this had been acting as a preventative measure for the arthritis, And because we'd had the bath taken out and I'd been having showers and I'd been immobilised because of the back pain, because of the initial back pain, and I wasn't as mobile as I'd been. This is what had brought on the onset of the arthritis. So for a while I was using a stick. Start with it was balance, and then it became a bit of a crutch, I suppose. But sometimes I would get in so much pain that I'd need something to lean on. But what was happening was, because I was just using a stick and it was on one side, I was displacing my hips. Like, because of the arthritis, because as well I'm actually quite flexible, still, even though I've not danced in years, like, I was like putting my hip out of joint and it was clicking really badly. So the doctor said, stop using a stick. Where possible, do not use a stick. Get a two-handed thing. So I got a roller tour. Thank you, Nick. Nick's just left me a lovely message. Yeah, so like I got a roller tour, which is like a frame with wheels, and it pushes along, and it's an old lady trolley, but I've covered mine with Star Wars stickers, so you know I'm cool. But you may have seen me, if you saw me at the Northern Invert show on my stupid mobility device thingy. That was me. Hi. Yeah. So that hurt. But I have to use that now. But what's good is sometimes I'm not in pain and I'm walking and it's fine. I'm just pushing it along. But the pain can come on like a snap, and I can be in agony 1 second when I'd been fine the previous second, and I'm like shuffling along really slowly, and like that's why I have the walker, and then I can take breaks. It's got a seat, so I can sit down in it. So it's hard for me to accept that this is probably going to be my life now. I'm probably going to have to use this, and I've been trying to do like online dating stuff, and I've not mentioned yet that like I am disabled, but I'm trying to go to spin it and be like, well, I've got a parking badge, so you know we can park where we like if you drive me, because I don't drive. Yes, sorry. Some diluted juice. It's this new Robinson's one. It's like pineapple, mango, and passion fruit. So nice. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's scary, opening yourself up to strangers on the internet, people. Like, you start talking to people like my friend Nick, who is watching or has been watching, like friend Tanya, who I'm sure if she was awake she'd be watching, but it's like 4:30. Is it 4:30? No, it's 3:30. I forgot how to tell the time. It's 3:30 right now, and most people aren't insomniacs like I am. So yes, it's hard to like open yourself up and be like, this is who I am, this is what I look like, I've got rosacea, I've got a massive tooth gap, my hair is not that good, and the wallpaper is a disaster in my house, as well as like the settee is so ugly. This is why it's covered with toys right now. It's not normally like this. It's not normally like this. You can actually sit on it, but the colour of it is so horrible. It's like my mum's favourite colour. It's like this corally red. No, bad mother. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do more of these actual face-to-face videos. I'm gonna try and make more of an effort to be more interactive with my subscribers, even though the comment thing's been turned off. I'm just going to try and like fight my general anxiety, because that is a big battle if you've ever dealt with anxiety, and you know what it's like. It's not fun, really, is it? I mean, no one goes, "Ooh, yay, anxiety, my favourite thing." No, and like we all deal with anxiety in different levels, but you know, oh. We all have anxiety, and dealing with it, learning to deal with it, is hard sometimes for people. So it's about accepting what our limitations are, accepting that you have limitations, learning coping techniques, and dealing with it and being maybe like a grown up and less of a cowardly custard. And something that I've sort of I've put this pressure on myself that everything has to be themed, and I was like, oh, should I tell them about the lipstick blog? And I'm like, why not? Why not tell you about the lipstick blog? I can have more than one interest. Yes, one of my interests, tarantulas. Especially this one. This one's like one of my favourites. She's hiding actually, you can't see her, so I don't know why I was doing that. You know, like, yes, I love tarantulas, but I love lipstick too. And also, right, I love toys. And when I originally started my channel, it was to do toys and toy reviews, and I sort of fell away from that. But I might bring it back. I might do some more toy reviews because I buy a lot of toys because I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. Someone who buys a lot of toys. Look behind me. Like, there are no children in my house. These are mine. These are mine. Like, there's a lot of Disney stuff back there, but yeah. So yeah, this pressure's coming from nowhere but me. I'm the one doing the pressure to myself, which I think is a problem for a lot of us who deal with mental health issues. You put this pressure on yourself. So, no more of that. We're just going to have fun. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what my dad probably would have wanted me to do, is to stop putting pressure on myself and just have fun with it. I've been given this great opportunity, so I'm not going to waste it anymore. So yeah, so another little look at Sid and Nancy. I do hope they have babies, because that would be cool. It'd be really cool. I'm not liking the skin beetle babies though. They're gonna get fed. They're gonna get fed to the carnivorous plants that my friend has. That are all named after well, most of them are named after Three Musketeer characters, but also Greek gods. So, or is it Greek or Roman? I can never remember which way around it is. But yes, that's what will be happening. So I want to thank you for listening to my rambly talkage. I know that I have waffled on for quite some time, and I appreciate you sticking with me on this venture of mine to expose my face to the internet in a public way, not in a, like, creepy, I'm going to stop talking. Now, thank you for watching. I'm not a crazy person, I swear. End this video. End it.